Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. We have had a little bit of sleep, and there is actually a bit of haze over this morning. We've got a little bit of morning fog, which I love. I really love. I'll be honest, I don't normally get out of bed until 10 o'clock these days. I stay up late and I get up late, and it's a lifestyle to which I've become accustomed. However, I must also state that on the rare occasion I do get up early, the reason I get up early is to be able to see the morning fog. Like, there's something about that I've always loved, and for me, that is the only valid reason for getting up early in the morning, is so that I can see that morning fog. It is absolutely wonderful and divine, in my opinion. Now, I have got in here 5,000 litres of mayonnaise in storage and 6,000... Oh, we're not actually making ketchup at the moment. I've just got some tomatoes in there. And then I'll have a whole load of stuff over here. The cows, I forgot to check if... The cows are actually doing all right. We've got 300,000 litres in for the cows, so they're absolutely fine. The chickens are doing grand as well. And then if we go and have a look in here, I do need to get some milk into those. The cows are over here. I was looking up cows, actually, and you can calculate exactly how much they need. 350 litres per cow per year, is how per month, rather, is how much they eat. And they start producing milk at 12 months, and then they start reproducing at 18 months. I thought they didn't start producing milk until 18 months. And obviously in real life it would be a bit different. They got to reproduce first. But in game, it's to do with the game. So when they reach 12 months, they can actually start producing milk. So these here are just 4 months away from producing milk, even though they haven't reached adulthood quite yet, and it'll be a little while. That's absolutely fine. The 300,000 litres that we got in there is also doing just fine as well. But we can go up and have a look and see what else we've got. So the grass silage, I've got 37,000 litres of silage in there. I haven't actually altered those yet. I've made 0 adjustments on the map so far to account for some of the new stuff that I wanted to do. It's all on my to-do list. So what I'm going to do second is I'm going to take this one. I don't want that one. Not at the moment. I'm going to go and get the one over here. I'm just going to get the silage that I've got, and I'm going to bring it round so that can start being turned into more silage. We're going to go, we're going to need to be harvesting. It's June now. That grass should be grown. So we can go and mow the grass and bring that up through. I've got pizzas and everything else. I need to get the milk that I've got and get that going. So I want to go into here and get that silage. Just draw that out. That's only 37,000 litres. The milk we have got at the moment only 19,000 litres of milk, which is really not very much. So actually, I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm just going to leave that for a minute. We're going to be using you in a minute. This one we're going to be using now. So I'm going to go, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to gather up anything that is not egg or mayonnaise. The eggs and the mayonnaise, we will get those in a minute. So I'm just going to get that one. Let's get 1 pallet of lettuce from there. Well, almost always. And then we'll go on round and see if there's anything else that we can pick up, like bread or cake or something. There is both bread and cake. Fantastic. I did read recently that the most profitable thing from the dairy for your cows is to make chocolate. You bring in sugar and you make chocolate. And that is about the most profitable thing that you can do. Butter on cheese is also very, very profitable, and you can make a nice amount of money making cheese. But I did also find out that making butter, you do actually lose money on that. Now, I don't know if that's on every game setting or not, but you're going to be losing money if you're making butter. What you want to be doing is you want to be making cheese and chocolate. Those are the 2 money earners. Now, we actually need to make butter because we want to be putting them into something else. And that is also a thing. If you make the butter in order to make cake and other treats, then you're going to make a profit, right? There's no denying that at all. You do make a very tidy profit. So that particular method is absolutely tickety-boo and fine. I just want to have a look at the sugar factory and see how we're doing there, because I want to see if... All right, we don't need to unload any more just yet. We're doing fine with that. And the sugar is still distributing out where it needs to go. We've got 8,000 in there. Where else do we need sugar? Oh, there'll be sugar needed, not in this one. No, but the pancakes, they need sugar. They don't, actually. Pancakes don't need sugar. I thought maybe the pancakes would, but they definitely don't. I just need to get some milk in here, and the problem is I don't have any milk available at the moment. So the only place that I'm using sugar... Oh, the donuts. The donuts, they're definitely using up some sugar, and we're sort of using those. We've got the chocolate going in, we've got the butter going in. I'll need to put a bit more milk in. And the cereal, that one takes sugar, but the other one doesn't. But we need raisins in here, and that's going to be on our new crops that we've just gone and planted. Now, I need to get the rest of these to come out. Load up everything that we've got from the potato factory. A little bit slower today. That's all right. We'll take whatever we can get. And that is all of it. Right. Now that I've gotten all of that, I'm going to go and get all the mayonnaise that I can get now and just finish loading this one up. And the eggs we will do in a minute. So I'm going to bring this one up like this, and then I'm going to have the back trailer there. I'm going to start loading that one, and I'm going to start loading this one right here. There we go. Right, that is fully loaded. I don't know why I'm going this way. I should have gone the other way. Fully loaded right here, so we can take all of this massive amount of food and mayonnaise and everything, drag it on round to the sell point that we've got here with no long journeys anymore. We don't need to worry about long journeys now. And as soon as we've unloaded, we can then go and get the eggs and the rest of the mayonnaise. So let me bring you in round here. There we go. And I will bring you up onto here like this. And take the straps off of there as well. Right. Everything is doing absolutely wonderful on here. We're slowly selling everything. Just trying to get those lettuces underneath sold, like that. And then we move on to these next bits. What have I got on there? Got a few eggs or something? Oh, that's the pizzas. Pizzas apparently take a long time to sell. Some of these things they sell really, really quickly. And others, they take quite a bit to actually get going. Because I think the sell point doesn't quite grab everything. Right, there's 120,000 euros just from that bit. So I can move on down here, and we've had a few more go through, so I'll start loading on the front. Take everything that I can get there. We'll swing round a little bit so that we make sure that we can get all of these eggs. There we go. And then slowly start traveling up through here. Switch to the rear trailer. Start loading that one. That's not working quite as well as I'd hoped. Actually need to go that way so that I can shunt that trailer. I'm not very good at this. Let's go up round here and see if we can swing in round that way. If I go all the way round here like this, and then come back across it. Perfect! Okay, I think the reason it's not loading is because the trailer thinks it's already loaded up. It does that sometimes if you unload straight from the trailer. So if I take all those straps off and I unload it like that, and then I reload it, it should now just... There we go, right. That's why it did it, because it thought that it was already loaded. It got a little bit confused right there. So now we can bring this one back over here, and before we go on to the sell point, I will chuck all the straps off. So let's do that trailer. Hang on, how many did we have? 385,000 litres of eggs. And another 10,000 litres of mayonnaise. That's pretty good, I think. I don't know how many litres of mayonnaise we had to start with, but it was an equally obscene amount, I have absolutely no doubt. So we'll get rid of all of the mayonnaise, and then the eggs will start dropping in as well. The eggs are going to be slow feeding in on this. They always are. And that's the last of the eggs. Right there, I got another 480,000, which puts me at 1 million euros in the bank. We're actually starting to make some good money now. Although, it must be said, the majority of our good money seems to be coming from the chickens. And we're just buying grain in from elsewhere. So essentially, all we've got is a large factory farm. I guess, really, if we were to do this kind of like in a normal way, we would... There'd be a lot more pallets, but you could just do that. But by the look of it, you could just do that. You could have lots and lots of standard chicken houses and buy the grain in from somewhere. I think you can buy in chicken feed and just buy the chicken feed in and then take the eggs and rush them off and sell them. And you just keep scaling up until you're making an absolute fortune. But let's be honest, that would be a rather dull way to play the game. I mean, yes, I'm sure it would be absolutely possible. I got no doubt about that whatsoever, but I still think it would be a rather dull way to experience what this game has to offer. Right, I'm going to bring this in here so that we've got a bit more silage that can be made into more feed, and tip that out there. Right, that's that bit done. We'll shut you off for a second, and I'm going to have a look in the animals. So we've got 300,000 litres of food for the cows. That's fine for the day. We don't need to worry about that. And same with the food for the chickens. Don't need to worry about those. I don't have any crops that need anything doing to them. Not at the moment. If we go and have a look here, you can see how the crops are getting on there. I don't know when we're supposed to harvest olives and grapes. October. They're both harvested in October. Right there. And, yeah, because of how late they were, I don't think the grapes will be ready in September. And then the rest, I mean, barley in June, if you get it planted soon enough, but I don't think we had any, I think we planted any, but no, we didn't. We forgot to plant barley, didn't we? That's why we had all oats up around here. So there's nothing that we need to do there, but we do want to go and do our grass fields, and the grass fields need this bad boy right here, which I'm going to run over to the fields. How much of a run-up can we get? It only does 63k, this tractor, which is a little bit slow and disappointing. Let's see. We're doing our full 63k. Beautifully landed, even if I do say so myself. And then we can whiz straight on through here like this. Again, beautifully done. And we'll go up to the end of the field. So, I need to unfold that one. Like that. And then I will bring it round and drop it down here. So, I want to start that one up. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot just how wide I'd made this thing. I'm actually cutting the grass on the other side. You know what? I'm going to go over a bit. Can I cut... Ooh. I know there was a mod that did it. Curious if it cuts the actual crop. No, it doesn't. It doesn't cut the crop, but what I am doing is I'm trimming the verge. I'm quite happy to do that. We'll go along and we'll just trim all the verge. So this bit down here, this kind of dogleg bit of the field, I'm actually thinking that we'll use this to... We'll just put up, like, some more beehives. Because, quite frankly, you can never have enough beehives. So if we bring this one up round here like this, and then swing in round. I love the width that we've got on these. This is the way to do hay. This is the way to do our grass and hay. Like, without a doubt, this is definitely the way forward. So, bring you back there. The only issue I've got is that, you know what? It doesn't matter. I've left a little bit on the corner. It really isn't going to matter. If I try and worry about all of the little tiny bits like that, it's just going to end up causing us some problems. So we're not going to worry about them. I'm going to try and stay out from the edge there, because sometimes when you get too close to the edge of a map, it can interfere and it can potentially cause problems. I don't like that when we're using our editing, we're blocked from going against the edge of the map there, and that is a bit of a problem for me. I don't like that at all, but, well, can't do anything about it, so we'll just have to leave it. Doesn't seem to be missing anything, even though we're going 45 kilometers an hour up across the field here and doing there. It does when we go whizzing around a sharp corner like that. It did go and leave a little bit behind, but honestly, again, it's not going to matter as long as we don't do that too often. And then if I come back over this way, I'm pretty sure that this is one pass across the field. There we go. This is definitely the way to do our look at that. This is how you do mowing. This is proper mowing, this is. Ooh, I'm drifting. I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing, but we're not going to get all of this in one go, because I was over against that side so tight. I shouldn't do that in the future, I don't think. I don't need to be that greedy with getting all of the grass, do I? I'll bring you up there like that, and then go in around here. A little tiny bit left in the middle there. Again, I don't care about that. Like, we're going to be doing this job a few times, and I want to be able to do it quickly and efficiently. That's why I've made this mower like this. I want to be able to do this as fast as possible without having to worry about very much. Like, I just rush through, get the job done, and then we're finished. Right, so like that. We're now finished and we're done. So I can shut that one off. I can fold it up. And that tractor's job is finished. We have done all the mowing on both the fields. That's so much better as far as I'm concerned, because I've still gone and done mowing. It's not like I'm just sitting in the farm and pressing a few buttons and the grass is all magically done. I have gone and done mowing. It's just that instead of, like, if I was doing a realistic approach, obviously that would have taken me a full episode at least to go and do, or I would have just had to cut out a massive amount while I slowly poodle up and down the field. And I don't really want to do that. Not all the time. I do it for some, but I don't always want to be doing that kind of thing. So for this series, it's perfect. So this one here, we're probably going to sell that, which is going to free up even more. You know, there's no probably about it. We're just going to sell it. I'll tell you what. Let me go move back a little bit like this. And then I can zoom in and I can see it right there. It's right in front of me. There, we got that one. So I'm going to reset that one, yes, to the shop. So that one's gone. I'm not going to be using this one anymore. But I'm bringing it over to the shop because I want to put it on the sell point to actually sell it. We've now got our other mowers, those old antiquated ones, which seem to be pretty effective, if you ask me. Now, maybe one day in the future we will make one of these do what the set of mowers that we've got at the moment does. But at the moment it's not going to. So 20,000 there to repaint that one. And that one. And then we'll sell it. That gets another 279,000. Okay. And I now have €1.25 million. Which is pretty good, I'd say. So we're in June at the moment. Our planting windows for barley and wheat, because I would like these crops this year, is September. September's going to be a busy time, September and October. They're both going to be busy times. We're going to be doing some work in those months. Next up, I want this one. We're going to take this bad boy down to the field. The silage additive, I have been told, is pretty much a flavor thing. There's a little tiny bit extra that you can get from it, but for the most part, it is just a flavor thing, and we don't need to worry about it. It's not enough to make any vast difference to anything in gameplay. So, like the mineral feed and also the stage that you make silage from corn chaff, there's pretty much nothing in it. Like the mineral feed going into the mixed feed for the cows is a flavor thing. There's no real benefit to putting it in. It doesn't do anything extra for the cows. You don't get any extra yield. And you don't need to have it in there. It is purely as a flavor thing. I quite like it, especially on this series, because money is now starting to come to us fairly easily, so it's going to be good to have a couple of extra bits here and there that will make us some money and also to sort of give us purpose to our gameplay as well. Now, we go up here. I've got a lovely width on this thing, so I'm going to bring it round there. I'm curious if this does actually reach both. It does. Fantastic. So I'm just going to... Oh, it's not quite reaching over that side. So it's just about the width between these two is how much I've got here. It's loading up at an insane speed. Last time we did this, we only had part of the harvest, didn't we? Like, we didn't have a full yield off of the field. This time, however, we have got a full yield, and I've already got 500,000 litres of grass in this machine, which is pretty good, I'd say. Bring you on round that way like that, and gather up all of that bit, and then over here. I don't think we're going to need to worry about having more grass than this, especially once we get that one as well. We'll be able to do one cut of silage and one cut of hay each year, and that'll be enough to keep our cows really, really happy. Now, there is a bit here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of it, so if I sort of have a wiggle like that, then I should be able to catch all of it. And there's a little tiny bit left over there, which we'll deal with in a minute. And get that last bit there. 905,000 litres of grass coming off of this field. 904,361. Yeah, pretty much what I just said. 905,000. So 900,000. Let's just call it 900,000. We've got 900,000 litres of grass coming out of this field. That's insane. All in one go. Look at that. Quick run up and down with the mower. Quick run up and down with this one. And we've got the whole lot in the forage wagon. And we're racing back to the yard to go and tip this out. That's going to start being turned into silage. I think we've got enough hay at the moment. When did we cut? I think we cut in May. I'm not actually sure when I cut, but I cut early in the year. It was quite early in the year, that was. And we are going to need some more hay at some point. Let's have a look and see what we got before I tip everything out, because I want to make sure that we've got the right amounts. Total mixed ration in here. Hay at the moment, I got 632,000, and straw I got 800,000. Silage I got 184. I will actually start this one. We've got grass turning into silage right there. I don't want to be turning... we might do chaff at some point. We could do a chaff harvest, just because. Silage digestate, so we can actually make some digestate as well if we put water in with that. Wheat seeds, corn into seed, so we can make our own seed, all in there. Grass into hay, that's the one. So I'm going to start that one, activate that bad boy there as well. And this will do, that does 240 cycles a month, and this one does 240 cycles a month as well. This one's more expensive though. This is 24 per month to run, whereas the grass silage one is only 2. Considerably cheaper. And then we can actually make... Oh, yeah, it was lime into mineral feed or stone into mineral feed. And we can make lime from stone and water. But we don't get... I had a feeling you can buy stone in a shop. Let's tip this out a minute. While that's tipping out, I'm going to have a look in the shop. I've got one mod that does allow me to buy stone here in the shop, and that is this one. Everything is 1,000 euros for 1,000 litres. So I can buy stone here for 1,000 euros for 1,000 litres. Honestly, that's just going to work out too expensive, I think. We'd be better off just buying in the lime that we want. We'll buy it in bulk rather than buying it in bags. Well, bulk bags, but we'll buy it in bigger bulk than that even. And then we can go and use that. So instead of buying this in to make small quantities of lime, which essentially we'd have to buy 2 lots of that to make 1,000 litres. That's going to cost us 2,000 euros to make 1,000 litres of lime, which is a lot of money, considering that you can buy 2,000 litres of lime for like 450 euros. So it's an insanely expensive deal to go and make it, because we don't have very many options for buying stone. And there's some maps, they actually have a place pulled down where you can go and buy stone, and that works out really nicely. I quite like that, but we haven't got that option on this map. Right, I'm going to back you up here, and you'll be ready to take some silage out of here a bit later, and then we can transfer that over, but I'm going to leave it there for a minute. There's nothing else that we need to do for June. Let me just check our fields. I think there's anything that we're going to need to worry about. Like oh, wait, yeah, there is one thing that we need to do. We need to do the fertilizer on the grass. That's something that I'd completely forgotten about for a moment. We want to put slurry on there. We did have manure that we used last time. I kind of liked doing that, and yes, a tanker and a manure spreader, they're both on my list of things that I want to do in those fields in order to sort of have the job done properly, but right now I haven't got them and I haven't gotten to them. So that's on my to-do list. Now, I do apologize that I haven't gone and altered any of the mods ready for today. I've had an interesting week. I will get to it. So we've got these. I'm not so keen on these. I prefer the ones that don't have the dribble bars and stuff. So I do have this one here that I can use by Stevie, and it does have the stuff that we can put out, and we can make it go faster if we want to, which is great and all, but really I want one that doesn't rely on a dribble bar, but they all need dribble bars, and that's where it gets irritating. So we've got those, which means that we have to put that one on, and this one's not edited by Stevie. Oh, he has edited these at least. So we've got 36 meters there at 27k. And that one's for drilling it all up. Ooh! This one's actually got a spray bar on it. It's 30 meters wide. Plus, I can use the working speed bit and make it a bit faster as well. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.